Do you want to be extraordinary, successful, the best possible version of yourself? Are you sick of mediocrity and ready to step it up? Would you believe me if I told you that the secret to being exceptional is just getting up ridiculously early? No? Well, tone that side eye down and listen closely, because I'm about to tell you how getting up at 5 a.m. will put you on the path to greatness. In the 5 a.m. Club, author, humanitarian, and renowned leadership expert Robin Sharma teaches you how to live like a legend by committing to a rock-solid morning routine. Not only is the book a global bestseller, but Sharma personally advises billionaires, high-level athletes, and corporate rock stars on optimizing success. According to his expertise, the two biggest obstacles to success are laziness and distraction. The antidotes: discipline, willpower, and determination. So how do you say goodbye to laziness and distraction and say hello to discipline and determination? According to Sharma, you do this by getting up early every single day and using a consistent morning routine to develop yourself. He calls this morning routine Victory Hour and highlights 4 specific areas in your life to develop within that time. If you use Victory Hour to develop these areas of focus, you will follow in the footsteps of all of your favorite successful people. So whether you want to be the next Deepak Chopra, the next Elon Musk, or the next Cardi B, I want to be the next Cardi B. I wouldn't be a very good Cardi B. In this video, I'll show you step by step how to use Sharma's methods to achieve inner peace, focus your mind, and set yourself up for an elite life of success. First, we'll talk about the 4 power arenas: strength building, brain training, personal growth, and positive accumulation, and why they're so important. Then we'll talk about how exactly Victory Hour works and how to use it to develop these 4 critical areas to become the best version of yourself. Alright, let's talk about the 4 power arenas. These areas of development are like puzzle pieces. If you master each of them and then put them all together, you'll unlock your full potential. Why bother with all of this? Simple. When you fully develop these arenas, you get more in touch with who you truly are, gain the tools and confidence to set bigger and better goals, and get inspired to drive your inner genius into action. Basically, you become your own personal Tony Robbins. The first arena is strength building. Developing this area of your life is about knowing your gifts and perfecting them. According to Sharma, you can achieve greatness in anything you set your mind to, and you are born with innate strengths that are waiting to be mastered for that purpose. So the key is figuring out what you're already really good at and getting better at it. Once you know what you're good at, you can hone in on these talents, perfect them, use them to build confidence, and harness their power to create an exceptional life. Feel inspired from this. The second arena is brain training. Developing this area is about overcoming the power of self-sabotage by teaching your brain to work for you instead of against you. Getting your brain to be disciplined is really important because it has 2 powerful centers that are constantly competing for focus, like attention-starved divas. Sounds like my life. One distracts you with fear, the other is the key to your genius. The one you feed is the one that leads. Let's call them the ancient brain and the mastery brain. The ancient brain is your lower mind. It protects you from threats in your environment by sending you into fight or flight mode. Because of this, it completely freaks out whenever you try to challenge your comfort zone. You may want to self-sabotage with negative thoughts or unproductive behavior. Your most important job is to ignore the ancient brain. Your mastery brain is your higher mind, where reason, creativity, and deeper insights are in charge. With practice, it can overpower your ancient brain. So your second most important job is to support your mastery brain. To sum it all up, learn to identify your ancient brain and your mastery brain, and follow the golden rule for each. When your ancient brain talks to you, ignore it. When your mastery brain talks to you, support it. For example, I used to spend way too much time on my phone. I hated how unproductive I was because of it, so I decided to set a 30-minute time limit across all of my social media apps. My ancient brain hated this. The change was unfamiliar and scary, so I kept finding excuses to go over that time limit. I hate admitting this. I'd even keep my phone next to my bed so I could scroll or watch videos instead of actually going to sleep. Eventually, I got tired of self-sabotaging, so I started holding myself accountable. First, I'd pause whenever I want to use my phone. Then I'd take some time to notice how and why I was feeling such a pull to use it. The pause helped me detach from my ancient brain and supported my mastery brain to kick in so I could make healthier and more productive choices. Arena number 3 is personal growth. Developing this area is holistic. It has 4 components called interior empires: mindset, heart set, health set, and soul set. I feel like soul set would be a really good band name. If every morning you use your victory hour to smother these 4 empires with love like a well-meaning helicopter mom, they will keep your internal space calm and keep you focused on achieving your goals. Let's break them down. The first empire rules your mind. Like we talked about earlier, a disciplined mind is crucial for success. But according to positive psychology, you need more than just a disciplined mind. You need an optimistic one. You need to cultivate a perception of possibility. Mostly because, and this may shock you, being extraordinary is not a walk in the park. You need to believe in yourself and what's possible for your life at all times, because your perception will affect your ability to achieve. Victory Hour builds up the habit of positive thinking, so you have the mental fortitude to keep pushing for high levels of creativity and productivity. We'll come back to this when we talk about how Victory Hour works. The second empire rules your heart. Your heart is where your emotions live, and negative, heavy emotions slow you down on your path to success. Don't let them live in your heart rent-free. Victory Hour evicts toxic emotions from your heart space, so there's room for peace, gratitude, and inspiration to move in. Hashtag good vibes only. Should I do this? Is that cheesy? I feel like that's weird. I'm gonna do it though. Hashtag good vibes only. The third empire rules your physical health. Your physical body is your foundation for everything. If your body is in poor health, you won't have the energy to get anywhere near extraordinary. Victory Hour keeps your physical form in peak condition, and you'll have more energy, less stress, and a mind that stays sharp under pressure. The final empire rules your soul. Your soul is pure, powerful, and intuitive. It brings deeper meaning to your goals. When you disconnect from your soul, you disconnect from your truest essence. Victory Hour taps into the depths of your soul, so you can develop a capacity for love, peace, and inspiration that supports you to achieve your highest potential. When you truly focus on developing the arena of personal growth, you become a more and more exceptional version of yourself. For a high achiever, the ultimate goal is a productive day, and overall, a productive life. Therefore, the final and most important arena to develop is positive accumulation. Or, to put it another way, setting yourself up for maximum positive growth over time. Every little choice you make adds up. You need to constantly refine your habits so they better serve you and your goals. When you do this consistently, you achieve higher and higher quality productivity. For example, when I began doing yoga, I didn't immediately start out practicing for an hour each day. There is no way I could have grown positively if I had tried that. I would have been setting myself up for failure. Instead, I started doing it for 5 minutes a day so I wouldn't overwhelm myself. And I'm happy I did it that way. It made it easy to show up. Eventually, I added on more and more minutes a day to allow myself to consistently grow over time. Now that you understand the 4 power arenas, you are ready to start using Victory Hour to build an extraordinary life. And I guess this is a part where we should explain how Victory Hour actually works. Like we touched on earlier, Victory Hour is the very first hour of your day, and it sets you up for a full day of optimized productivity. It starts the moment you get up. And according to Sharma, the best way to structure this hour is to break it up into 3 20-minute activities, called the 20-20-20 formula. When you do these 20-minute activities in the right order every single day, you basically give yourself everything you need to have high-powered energy, focus, and creativity for the rest of your day. The longer you keep the daily habit up, the more you develop the 4 power arenas, and the more extraordinary your productivity and growth will be. Let's talk about each activity one by one. Activity number 1 is to exercise from 5 a.m. to 5:20 a.m. This is about movement. You're targeting your health set empire from your personal growth arena to keep your body healthy. Exercise also develops your brain training arena because it keeps your brain working for you instead of against you. Set your alarm for 5 o'clock every day. And the moment it goes off, get yourself out of your bed and get your body moving. And I don't mean taking a light walk. I mean get sweating. If you're sweating, you're doing it right. If you're not sweating, do something that'll make you sweat. Please don't make me say sweat again. Intense exercise helps set your day up by doing 3 important things. It makes your brain release a bunch of feel-good chemicals, boosting your energy and your mood. It reduces stress hormones, making it easier for you to ignore the drama queen that is your ancient brain. It boosts your metabolism and keeps your body strong, setting you up for steady energy throughout the day. Activity number 2 is to practice reflection from 5:20 to 5:40 a.m. This activity is another opportunity to work on your personal growth arena by checking in on your mind, heart, body, and soul. Use this time to meditate, journal, sit quietly, or all three if you feel inspired. Aside from just giving you a moment of peace and quiet before the day tries to knock you off your pedestal, reflection offers the following benefits. You get to focus on your inner world without the distractions of the external world. You get to set clear intentions for the rest of your day and your long-term future. You develop crucial self-awareness that turns into valuable wisdom over time. The final 20-minute activity is to focus on learning from 5:40 to 6 a.m. This activity is about building knowledge and is an opportunity to develop your strength-building arena. Use this time to learn more about what you're already good at or learn something new to support your goals. For example, you might want to listen to a podcast, read a book, or watch a TED Talk. Making a habit out of learning every single day gives you refined skills that ultimately lead to more opportunities for success, a steady sense of power and accomplishment going into your day, higher quality work that makes you a higher value person in your field. Now, you might be wondering about the fourth arena. What part of this formula develops positive accumulation? And the answer is all of it. Victory hour as a whole is what develops arena number 4. Practicing the 20-20 formula every single day will keep your productivity in high gear and continuously build your growth over time, leading you to achieve extraordinary success. So now you know the secret to living an exceptional life. You have everything you need to start practicing your victory hour and to master your 4 power arenas. It might be a challenge at first, but stick to it, and you'll set up a momentum for growth that will completely transform your life over time. Before you know it, you'll be more powerful and accomplished than you ever imagined possible. You might even give Elon Musk a run for his money. The book has lots of great insights into optimizing productivity that we didn't have time to cover in this video. If you're interested in going deeper, check out the Shortform guide to the 5 a.m. Club. Shortform makes the world's best guides to nonfiction books. They're like book summaries on steroids. You can get a 5-day free trial and a discounted annual subscription if you go to shortform.com/YouTube. Click the link in the description below and support the author and publisher by buying the 5 a.m. Club. A link to buy the book is below as well. And finally, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next Shortform video. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time!